This video introduces a laparoscopic Blumgart-style pancreaticojejunostomy technique with special considerations to prevent pancreatic duct leakage and pancreatic capsule tearing. As with the preceding Whipple procedure, the patient is placed in a lithotomy position with ports placed in the following positions. Following the resection of the pancreatic head, the jejunal limb is brought up in a retrocolic fashion to the right of the middle colic vessels, and the anti-mesenteric side of bowel is aligned with the cut surface of the pancreas. The goal of the Blumgart-style pancreaticojejunostomy is to create an invagination in the small bowel that encapsulates the remnant pancreas with a duct to mucosa anastomosis located on the anti-mesenteric side of the bowel. To begin, an interrupted transpancreatic suture is placed through the full thickness of the pancreas, securing the seromuscular layer of the small bowel to the pancreatic parenchyma, incorporating the full thickness of the pancreas helps prevent tearing of the capsule. An additional stitch is used to turn the corner. This stitch is made perpendicular to the long axis of the small bowel. This helps buttress the corner of the pancreas gland, the small bowel serosa, further securing the outer layer anastomosis. Transpancreatic sutures are placed along the posterior wall of the pancreas until reaching the pancreatic duct. In an open procedure, the unrestricted exposure allows for all transpancreatic sutures of the posterior wall to be placed first, followed by the duct to mucosa anastomosis. In contrast, due to the limited exposure and dexterity in a laparoscopic field, the duct to mucosa anastomosis will be completed before placing additional transpancreatic sutures. The sequence of anastomosis is similar to closing a zipper from superior to inferior. The duct to mucosa anastomosis incorporates the pancreatic duct, pancreatic parenchyma, the full thickness of the small bowel, and typically uses 4 to 6 interrupted sutures. Additional transpancreatic sutures are placed, pulling the small bowel posterior to the pancreas gland, partially creating the small bowel invagination. The same principle in turning the corner applies for the final posterior wall suture to buttress the cut surface of the pancreas against the serosa. The seromuscular edge of jejunum is rolled over onto the pancreatic parenchyma, and the anterior wall is completed with the same transpancreatic sutures used for the posterior wall. The turning the corner principle is only applied at the most inferior stitch and the most superior stitch. This completes the small bowel invagination. The outer layer of transpancreatic stitches helps to protect and relieve tension on the inner layer duct to mucosa anastomosis.